I wanted to just take a minute here and make a short video and just ask you what you remember about this memory that we both share. And I remember I was at your house, about 2.5 years ago. And I said, hey, Mom, I had this dream when I was a kid at this house we lived at. And I started to tell you the experience, and you nodded your head. So what was it that you remembered?
A lot of it is gone for me now.
Where was it on the property?
It was in the front side yard.
It was in the front side yard.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're facing the street, which hand?
It's on the...
Yes, on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
And it was in the side yard.
North. So it was north.
It was on the north side of the side yard as well.
Side.
By the ditch.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
You remember too. And had it landed? Yes, it did land it, had it not.
When I saw it, it was already landed.
And were they off of the yard and out there like this?
I didn't see that. You may have seen something before I did. You may have been there outside before I was awake from my bed. I'm trying not to fish or feed you any details, so you remember.
A good chance.
But this is just uncanny. When I told you, what I remember, I was in bed,
Mm-hmm.
and it was at night. It had to have been between midnight and 2 in the morning.
And you were looking out the northeast side of the window, because that's the only window you had available to you.
That was my window on the house at that time, because I'd been moved to the front room on that corner, yeah. And that's about where they parked, I remember is you came into my room and said, hey, come here, I'll show you something. I don't remember what you said exactly, but you walked into my room, woke me up. I needed to go meet somebody or see something, and you took my hand. And I remember walking down the hall, turning right, going up through the entryway, out the front door, turning right, going over to the side yard. Mm-hmm. And what was over there?
Spaceships.
Spaceships. Just one, or?
Maybe two.
Do you remember two? What did they look like?
They looked see-through.
So they looked almost transparent, didn't they? Wasn't it like, did you see any colors, like rainbow colors?
Maybe.
Like bright fluorescent pinks, whites, greens, blues, turquoise, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was almost kind of like moving or spinning, I don't know. But I remember there was a door open or a ramp. And when I walked over to that yard, I just walked right up into it.
Well, yeah, you had to get into it.
Yeah. When I went inside, where did I go?
I don't know. I don't remember if you stayed on the ground or whether you went for a little buzz.
Did we leave and go somewhere? It was something like that, because when you walked in, you got an idea that it was much bigger and had rooms and hallways and things.
Yeah.
But I don't remember you inside. Where were you while I was in there looking? I was looking at screens with somebody. I don't remember faces, but there were more than one being. There was at least 2 or 3 beings in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember them outside of the ship on the lawn or anything. They were inside. That's where I met them. It was like at the doorway. What, 69, 70?
Before 75.
And I was looking at computer screens and electronics and stuff, and they were showing me scenes, but I don't remember what I was shown or I don't know why they would even do that, but I've heard other people say they visit you, certain people between the ages of 7 and 9, and they show you things. And that's what triggered my memory of this quote unquote dream that you remember with me. When I first told you this story a couple of years ago, you said, I waited for you forever. Do you remember that? You said right outside the ship, or did the door close, or did we go somewhere? Or I think you stood in the yard and waited for me. They had to show me something, but I don't think you came in.
I
And it took a long time.
Those things take a long time.
Those things take a long time. Wow. So, and that's about all I remember. I remember, though, they showed me like the shape of a pen,
Straight pen?
like a writing pen.
Oh,
But it was like a stylus or like a laser pointer. But, you know, it also looked like in that movie, The Men in Black.
yeah.
Do you remember the little pen they would wave in front of people to make them forget?
Yeah.
Zzz, and they would zap, and then they would just forget everything. I think I had that or something like that, because I remember when I was leaving the ship, I was going to go back down the steps, and they showed me a pen, and they handed it to me, and I was holding it. It had buttons on it, and it was electronic, and nothing like that existed in 1970. You know, it wasn't. It was, and they were, and I was looking at it. I remember asking, like, "What is it? What does it do?" I don't remember what they told me. But that's about where my memory of my dream, quote unquote, ends. Is I don't remember going back in the house or anything else after I saw that pen, which is unusual, uncanny, because that's what happens in the movie to people when they see the pen. So there's,
I don't know if I remember what happened out in New York.
yeah. So you're thinking we might have gone up and taken off and taken a spin and come back?
No.
Wow. I think it was just sitting on the grass, door open. I was inside being talked, and I just came back out or
How
something
big
like that.
was it?
How big was it? It was probably longer than a station wagon. It was probably 30 feet, 25, 26, 28 feet in diameter. To
I don't know.